Hey guys, Teddy Ballgame here, back with another video, and this week will be a continuation of kind of talking about health and nutrition on our channel. So if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Every subscription that we get really helps us and lets us know if we're on the right track and talking about the stuff that you guys care about. And you know, just keep supporting us as much as you possibly can, and we really appreciate every subscription that we get. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Coach's Dugout, and also follow us on Facebook. So again, this is kind of a continuation on the health and nutrition. Last week we spoke about hydration and how it's important, not only before practices and games, but after practices and games, making sure that you're getting the right amount of hydration. And we spoke a little bit about how much water you should be drinking a day, and also kind of warned against some of the sports drinks out there. Not that they're a bad thing, but that sometimes in too much consumption of sports drinks, they can definitely hurt your performance. And that was kind of the takeaways, that we want to be drinking as much water before and after games, make sure that our body's properly hydrated, and make sure that we're getting the best out of our performance on a day-to-day basis. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about protein. Protein specifically is one of the macronutrients of the body. You got fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. And the reason I want to talk about proteins is because more often than not, when I am working with high school athletes, I find that they have a huge deficiency in protein. Now, part of the reason that is that kids at that age are just fuel burning machines. They are eating tons and tons and tons of calories. From the kids that I track their diets, they were consuming anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 calories a day, and their metabolism was just burning right through it. And especially with kids who play multiple sports year round, those kids are, you know, getting 3 to 4 hours of activity a day, and you know, their bodies is just burning through calories. So carbohydrates, I've never seen a kid have an issue with taking in carbohydrates, because they're always craving them. And the reason they're always craving them is because they're just burning so many dang calories. And with a young metabolism, just a young digestive system, I mean, their body's just ripping through food. So carbohydrates, I've never really seen an issue with kids getting enough carbohydrates. I myself remember when I was playing hockey and my cardiovascular demand would go up during hockey season. All I ever wanted was pasta and rice and tortillas, and anything that was just super carb heavy, I wanted in abundance, and I ate in abundance. But it wasn't until I got to college that I realized that I had a huge protein deficiency in my diet. And what brought attention to that was that my coaches said that I was needed to put on anywhere from 20 to 30 pounds if I wanted to be the starting catcher. So I had taken on the task of really trying to fill the holes in my diet, and the biggest hole was protein. I was only taking in maybe 100 grams of protein, and I was about 168 pounds at the time. And now there's a lot of science out there that says you need a gram of protein per pound, or you need 2 grams of protein per pound, or you need 2 grams of protein per kilogram. So there's a lot of different prevailing theories out there. I would say, for starters, for high school kids who are looking to put on weight and getting ready to make the jump to the college level, you definitely want to be doing a minimum of 1 gram per pound or 2 grams per kilogram. So that's a good place to start as far as filling the gaps in your nutritional needs. If you're a high school baseball athlete that is looking to get to the next level, and you have a lot of guys telling you that you need to put on a little bit more weight. If you guys have a hard time finding good protein sources, or if you just don't have the time to cook extra chicken or extra meat into your meals, a really good idea is to pick up some cheap whey protein. You can find this stuff on Amazon and a lot of other bodybuilding.com, supplement source. There's just tons and tons of online companies that sell this stuff for really cheap. I actually picked up this, I think it's a 90 serving bag at Costco for $49. So I mean, this is a 3-month supply of protein if you're doing a shake a day for $49. That is just dirt dirt cheap, and it's a great way to supplement, you know, an extra 24 grams into your diet at the beginning of your day, and maybe an extra 24 grams of protein before you go to bed. Which kind of brings me to my next point: when we should be trying to get protein into our diets. It's no secret, everybody knows this, the most important meal of the day is breakfast. I personally hated eating breakfast, but I got myself in the habit of making sure that I ate as soon as I woke up, getting the nutrients and the protein and the carbohydrates to give me the energy that I needed to get through my day and set me up for success later in the day when I had practice. I knew if I got a good breakfast and I skimped on my lunch, I knew I at least had enough fuel from my breakfast and maybe a midday snack to get me through practice if I had a skimpy lunch. So definitely, if there's one meal a day that you want to load up on protein, it's definitely going to be in the mornings. My morning routine when I was in college is I would have 6 eggs, I would have biscuits and gravy, which I hated, but it was just loaded with calories, so it was just something that was going to help weight stick to me. And then I had 4 pieces of bacon. So I got a good amount of carbs from the biscuits and gravy, and then I got a ton of protein from the eggs and the bacon. So usually on average I was walking out of my breakfast with right around 60 grams of carbohydrates and about 60 grams of protein between the eggs and the bacon, and a lot of fat too, but I wasn't too worried about fat, again, because as a college athlete I was going to burn what I was putting into my body. I just wanted to make sure that I had the necessary building blocks to keep on lean muscle mass, and that's exactly what protein does, is it helps repair the muscles after they've been broken down, and that's why it's so important that you get as much protein into your diet on a daily basis. So if there's one takeaway from this video, is that you guys need to start supplementing in more protein into your diets, whether it be chicken, steak, eggs, bacon, any kind of lean cuts of meat, any kind of animal product, cheeses, and all that stuff is going to be high in protein, or going to be good sources of protein for you guys to help rebuild your muscles after these long days at practices and long weekends of games. So make sure you start supplementing more protein into your diet. Again, if you have a hard time finding ways to sneak in protein into your meals, just pick up some cheap whey protein, and then, you know, do 1 shake in the morning, 1 shake right before you go to bed, and that should definitely help start to fill the gaps in your protein deficiencies in what we see a lot of high school athletes. That's all I really have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks, and have a great day.